Imagine standing in the middle of District 1 in Ho Chi Minh City. It's a sensory explosion, right? The motorbikes, the street food smoke, that relentless electric energy. It is undeniable, but let's be honest, it can be exhausting. Now, imagine crossing a bridge and suddenly the volume dial turns down. The concrete turns into tree-lined streets, and the chaos turns into brunch.
You are painting quite the picture. And you're obviously talking about Thao Dien. It's fascinating because it really does feel like a completely different ecosystem within the same city. It's not just a neighborhood. It's almost a state of mind for the people who live there.
Exactly. And that's what we're digging into today. Why is this specific pocket of District 2 the holy grail for expats? Is it just about comfort, or is there something deeper going on with how we search for home in a foreign country?
That's the big question. On the surface, the appeal is obvious. You mentioned the environment. Thao Dien is physically distinct. In a city that is rapidly urbanizing and often struggling with green space, this area feels like a garden. You have the Saigon River wrapping around it, creating this natural loop that separates it from the mainland hustle. It's quieter. The air feels cleaner. For someone moving from, say, a quiet suburb in Europe or North America, District 1 is a shock to the system. Thao Dien is the soft landing.
The soft landing. I like that. It's like a decompression chamber. But I wonder, does that insulation create a disconnect? You know, the famous Thao Dien bubble.
Oh, the bubble is very real, but we have to ask why it exists. It's not just about hiding away. It's about community design. You have this incredibly dense concentration of international schools, villas, and gated compounds. It naturally pulls in families and professionals who are looking for a specific type of stability. It's diverse, certainly. You'll hear French, Korean, English, and Japanese all within one block, but it's a curated diversity.
It's interesting you use the word curated, because when you look at the amenities, it feels very tailored. You don't just have street food, you have artisanal bakeries, concept stores, and high-end gyms. It's almost like the neighborhood was built to answer the question, what does a foreigner miss most from home?
Precisely. And that's a huge psychological factor. Living abroad is stressful. Dealing with a language barrier, a different bureaucracy, a different climate, it takes a toll. Thao Dien offers a shortcut to comfort. You have modern healthcare facilities right there. You have supermarkets stocking imported cheese and wine. It reduces the friction of daily life. You can spend your day working in a high-intensity environment in the city center, and then retreat to a villa that feels like a resort.
Speaking of that retreat, let's talk about the housing. It's not just high-rise condos, right?
No, and that's a key differentiator. While the rest of Saigon is building vertically at a breakneck pace, Thao Dien still holds on to these sprawling, low-rise villas with pools and gardens. That is a luxury that is becoming extinct in major Asian metropolises. It offers a sense of privacy and security that is hard to find elsewhere. And regarding security, it's a major selling point. It feels safe. You see kids riding bicycles, people jogging at night. That walkability is rare in HCMC.
It really is. But I want to push back a little on the bubble idea. Is it possible that living there makes you miss out on the real Vietnam? Or is that an unfair critique?
It is a valid critique, but perhaps a bit romanticized. What is the real Vietnam? Vietnam is modernizing, it's globalizing. Thao Dien is just as much a part of modern Saigon as the historic markets are. But yes, if you never leave District 2, you are living a very specific, privileged existence. However, the connectivity makes that a choice. You are only a short drive over the Saigon Bridge to the city center. You aren't stranded on an island, you're just choosing a quieter base camp.
That's a fair perspective. It's about having the option to engage with the chaos when you want and withdraw when you need to recharge. Plus, from a financial standpoint, you get a lot more space for your money compared to the cramped apartments in the central business district.
Absolutely. The value proposition is strong. You're getting a lifestyle, pool, gym, community, green space, that would cost a fortune in London or New York, or even in the center of District 1. But beyond the money, I think it comes down to the village feel. Because it's an enclave, people actually know their neighbors. You run into the same people at the organic grocer or the yoga studio. For an expat without a local family network, that sense of village is vital for mental health.
So in a way, Thao Dien isn't just a place to sleep. It's a mechanism for belonging. It solves the loneliness problem of the expat life.
That is perfectly put. It's a mechanism for belonging. It allows you to be in Vietnam, participating in this booming economy without sacrificing the comforts that make you feel grounded. It's the best of both worlds, really.
It sounds idyllic, almost dangerously so. You might move there and never want to leave.
That is the risk. But if the worst risk is getting too comfortable in a tropical garden district with great coffee and a supportive community, I think most people would take that bet.
I think I would take that bet too. It's a fascinating look at how urban planning shapes our happiness. We'll leave it there for today. Whether you're a die-hard city slicker or someone looking for that garden oasis, it's worth thinking about what environment allows you to thrive. Thanks for listening.
Until next time, keep exploring.